What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review of Kingdom Business. This is season 2, episode 4 or 5. I ain't even sure, child. It's the episode that's been called Broken People. That's what it's called. Okay, so check this out. This episode took a whole lot of twists and turns that I did not expect. And I was totally here for it. I was totally here for it. Like I said, I still root for Essence. I still root for Essence. There was one thing in this episode that kind of had me like, girl, really? But I kind of understand at the same time. Okay, so here we go. This may not be in order, child, because I don't remember what order it played out here when I watched it on TV. But we finna just hop into it right now. Essence, she's fine. After that accident, she's in the hospital. Her condition is fair. Not stable, but fair. And apparently the baby is all right too right now. Okay, so that's good news. Taj is over there at the hospital with her, making sure that she sane is for the most part. And Essence is like, you really ain't gotta be here. I ain't trying to hold you. If this ain't where you wanna be, you ain't gotta be here, right? He like, no, I'm in this for the long run. This is the only place I want to be. I don't know when Taj had this change of heart so deeply that he all of a sudden wants to be by her side now. I could probably understand wanting to be by her side as a friend. But she just dumped your ass. She just threw the ring back in your face, whatever, and walked out because you having this emotional affair with Rebel that led to a kiss, that everybody knew about but her. Okay, and then you couldn't even tell the girl that you loved her. Now all of a sudden, I'm here for you. Sometimes tragedy bring people together, but I'm not here for it. I know y'all out here in TV land love y'all some Taj. Y'all love y'all some Taj with Rebel. I don't. I don't think Taj should be with Rebel. I don't think Taj should be with Essence. But y'all rooting for Taj like he ain't doing something wrong. I understand he's this man of God, overall he's a good person. And y'all saying, oh, he just having a struggle with his heart. No, he is cheating. He's out here cheating on the woman that he's committed to. The one that he said he wanted to be in a family with. He's cheating, even though the kiss happened before. Did the kiss happen before they got engaged? The kiss happened before they got engaged. They were still in a committed relationship. I know some people say you're still single until you actually get married, but there still is a point of commitment before the marriage happens. Okay, there's still a point of commitment. You don't just go from being single. Let me choose a better choice of words, because like I say, a lot of people say you're single until you married. You don't go from being non-committal to married. You don't just jump like that unless you're in an arranged marriage. Okay? So there's some point where during your single phase, when you're not joined in matrimony with somebody, that you still are committed if you choose to make that choice. And they chose to make that choice. He's been committed to Essence since the beginning. They wasn't just dating. They was already in a committed relationship when we started season 1. And since then, he has built this emotional attachment to Rebel that he's even acting on. He's cheating. Okay? Plain and simple. So no, I'm not rooting for him to get with Rebel. Especially since he's still sitting here lying at Essence about how committed he is to this relationship, to this union. He has to keep catching himself and say, my relationship, my this, my that, instead of our. He has to keep catching himself to correct that. Okay, so no, I'm not 100% happy about that. But Essence like, I'm gonna give me a plastic surgeon. Fix his face on up her. She got a big black eye. She said that she was in the best hospital with the best security. And it made me wonder why she mentioned security. I know she didn't think it was the fans. You don't see Essence out in town when fans bum rushing her, even though she's supposed to be the #1 pop star diva right now. We don't see, I hate to think he's making her a pop star diva. Because she is definitely an R&B artist. Her music is not pop. She's popular in pop culture, but she's not a pop artist. She's an R&B, an urban R&B artist, matter of fact. But yeah, she ain't got a lot of fans bum rushing her, you know what I'm saying? So, top flight security. Why you need all the security? Why did you mention security? It made me believe that she thought somebody tried to harm her. So because that's still on my thing. Who set it up? Did mama set it up? Did Mama Darlene, did she set it up? That was my thought process, okay? So we go over to Rebel and Xavier, James Xavier. And she's singing a song that really sound like booty. This song really sound like trash. And she tell him, this song sound like trash. Because he's still at her throat about how she ain't bringing emotion. And he popping off at her. He treating her like, at first he was treating her real delicate, you know, somewhat professional as well. Now he seems to be treating her kind of brash in his delivery and his tone when he speak to her about who she ain't shit, this, that, and the third, right? When he tell her you gotta break her down to make her a star, no you don't. That's all you gotta do is polish me up, baby. You polish me up to make me a star. That's all. You know what I'm saying? She ain't a piece of coal. You ain't gotta apply pressure to try to make a diamond out of her. She's already a diamond. She just need to be buffed off a little bit to get her little glow on. You know what I'm saying? Let the light hit her in the right places. That's all that gotta happen to that. You ain't gotta break her down. I can't stand that mentality. They tell us that in the military too. You gotta break you down to build you back up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just make me stronger from the point that I'm already at. You ain't gotta break me down. But that's what's going on in here. And once she gets angry and upset, she keeps talking about what Caesar do for her, what Caesar did, how Caesar write the music, you know, how the music meant something. And you know, he take that as a joke. But he likes the passion that he's getting from her. He wants her to put that anger into her music. It's almost like listening to Ike Turner say to Tina, you know, what did he say? Oh my God, I forgot what he said to her in the booth already. I hate when I can't remember stuff. Lord Jesus, I told y'all to be watching me on this channel because I am slowly losing my memory process, and I don't know why. When Tina Turner was in the studio and she was singing Nut Bush Tennessee, he was like, you gotta. I forgot what he told her she had to do, but that's basically the same mentality. She got to put some stank on it. In other words, to some anger in it. He get pissed off to bring out that emotion out of her. You ain't got to bring emotion out of me that way. I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. You ain't got to bring emotion out of me that way. Okay, so back over at First Kingdom Records, Mama, oh gosh, Darlene is still, you know, talking about the show that they got to put on, you know, and what network got to be given the exclusive on it. And of course she wants to give it to Shay Johnson, okay, because they got some type of agreement, some type of deal. But Danita want to be on a global scale. Like, this ain't just a show for the locals, it's a show for everybody. And I want to get on a local network. Darlene is knocking her down at every chance she can get. She cutting her legs off every chance she can get. So Danita found that at this particular time, I need to let everybody know, hey, I got my memory back, y'all. Okay, stop treating me like I'm a little kid with a little, no, I got my memory back. And the bishop is like, what you mean you got your memory back? He pissed off about it. Everybody is shocked. CJ is even shocked. CJ look like she appalled at what's going on. You know, that her mama actually came out and told the truth. What I find interesting is that she didn't need the pressure from CJ to tell the truth. She just did it. You know, Danita is pretty much an in-your-face type of person. And she was in your face with this particular one right here. Okay, so, network. Like I said, Darlene kind of out of her ideas, threw them out the window with the whole network idea. She gonna do it with damn Shay Johnson, regardless if she wants to or not. Okay, but like I said, the bishop, they having a conversation afterwards, and he is pretty salty about the fact that she got her damn memory back. And he like, so you've been lying about this shit all the time. And she's like, no, you know, I got my memory shortly before I came home. But he said, so everything that you've been saying to me has been a lie. Everything that you said, all those feelings, all these emotions about the family building, the family bonding, that's been a lie. Because you already knew who we were. You know what I'm saying? You already knew the truth. And you didn't want to tell us the truth about you. And she's like, you know what? I didn't see you before. Didn't care nothing about you, didn't think nothing about you, nothing like that. But when I was in the hospital and I didn't have my memory, I still saw the love that was there in your eyes. I didn't know none of y'all, but I felt that love. And once my memory came back to me, I wanted to still feel that. I wanted to have that again. So I felt I wanted to work on the marriage. Everything I said was true. So she's had a change of heart. Like I said, death can get the tragedy, can bring people together. And she wants them to work on the relationship and build on it. And with the understanding the reason why she didn't tell everybody, that she did not want to have that lawsuit come up with Caesar. That's the one thing she did not want to have. Okay, so next thing we know, CJ and Malcolm, they talking about adopting a baby. She had she failed to carry the baby 6 different times. I forgot the word I was going to use. She failed to carry the baby 6 different times. 6 failed pregnancies. And so now they're going to adopt, right? I don't know what it is about Malcolm's character. I think they really needed to build him more, okay? I really think they needed to build him more, but they didn't. And the way that this played out, I was like kind of sad to see it go down like this. I really am. Because he was a great talent, an artist, as far as, he could sing well, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking forward to see that side of him as well. And I was hoping he was going to sign with Redeeming Records. That's what I was hoping. Because, he is a gospel artist. He writes his own music, and Danita done stole one of his songs already. So we go back over to the hospital with Taj and Essence, and all of a sudden, Essence start bleeding like crazy. She got pain, she cramping, she don't know what's going on. The doctor, when she kind of finally come in and explain stuff to him, because they ran some tests and everything, okay, explain something to him that there's possibly you might have lost amino fluids that need to be there. There could be a multitude of things that's wrong. And since it's early at this stage, we got to run some more tests to make sure. It's a possibility that the baby can come out disabled. Now, Essence, this is the one thing that got to me, because I hate to hear expected mothers make this statement. When they find out that there's a possibility that the child could be disabled or have a deformity, slow learner ability, something like that, then they consider abortion. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-decision. You know what I'm saying? I love life. I never thought that I would have an abortion, but I did. But after I had my first child, that's not a lie. That's a lie too. I'm finna sit here and tell this lie. I was gonna say, after I had my first child, I was like, if I ever get pregnant again, I'm just gonna be pregnant. I'm not gonna abort it again. But I was a Plan B taking sister. Y'all don't even understand. If I thought the condom slipped, I was taking a Plan B. But anyway, so let me get off that tip. But I don't know. Sometimes that makes me uneasy to hear people use that as a reason. However, I do understand the perspective. If you know in your heart of hearts that you are not willing to take care of a child with special needs, and you have the ability to end the pregnancy at that time, then that's a choice that can be made. I don't know if I could do it. Probably. Now I'm thinking about it. I think so. I don't know, because I don't know. I probably wouldn't know. Right now, like when I see people around with special needs, elderly, I can kick in immediately. But the thought of having to birth a baby and raise it, it does give me the heebie-jeebies. I can't even lie. But I think they made that statement on the show to try to still paint this bad picture of who Essence is, because they are trying to make Essence seem like she is just 100% selfish as fuck. Okay, that's basically the whole thing they're doing with that whole thought process of not wanting to have a child with special needs. It's trying to make her seem selfish. She don't want to give up her career. Well, the thing is that, I don't know if people pick that up, when Taj threw out the idea that he would cut back on his career to be able to care for the child, she took on that idea as a positive thing. She didn't knock it down. She made a statement like, hey, that's going to be a big commitment. I need you to understand that, because that's what I'm understanding right now. And that's why I'm making the choice that I'm making, or I'm making a statement that I'm making. It's a big commitment, and it's a commitment she knows that she don't want to be involved with. So she wants him to look at that. Hey, you sure about that now? You saying it now? And he's like, yeah. So when he said that's a commitment he wouldn't make, she conceded. She didn't press on about terminating the pregnancy and nothing like that. So I hope people see that, but I don't think they will. I think people are just going to be sitting there like, she being selfish. She's just a selfish person, whatever. What I don't like about Taj, and what I don't like about a lot of Bible toters, they always throw out the idea that if they just pray about it, everything gonna be all right. I'm here to tell you that's 100% a lie. Shoot me if you want to. Shoot me down if you want to. It's a fucking lie. He ain't gonna give you everything you ask for. If you did, nobody would want for nothing. If you still got wants, then evidently he ain't gave you everything that you want. On top of the fact, if my enemy praying to the same God I'm praying to, how he decide which one of us get what? Somebody ain't gonna get it. So, I mean, I ain't gonna say that it's not a large portion of things that if you pray for and fast and believe, then that you will receive. But I also agree with Essence as well. Manifestation works. Manifestation and prayer are the same thing. The doctor came back and told him that the baby fine. And he was like, thank God. And she was like, thank the universe. I manifested good health for our child. He said, no, we prayed for it and God handled it. It's the same motherfucking thing. Just calling it by different names. That's all it is. It's the same thing. The universe. If you believe in there's a God and God created everything, then you believe that God created the universe. And the universe could be in control, because who's in control of the universe? God. The same damn thing. Okay. Anyhow. But I know y'all just like to call him by his name. Call him God, you call him Jehovah, you call him Allah, you call him Buddha, you call him whatever. Call him the universe. Sometimes we even pray to Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people pray to the Mary and Mother Saints. A lot of people pray to a lot of different things. It's the same thing. Be mad if you want to. I don't care. Be mad if you want to. Anywho, the baby fine, child. The baby fine. And they gonna live a happy little life with Taj still lying to her. With Taj still lying to her. Now, Caesar had told Rebel that he want her to work with Taj on him writing more songs for other artists than her. He write good songs for Rebel, but he want him to step out and write better songs, not only for other people, but for himself as well, because he wants Taj to get behind the mic more. He thought that what they did at Faith Night was outstanding and that he should sing more, although Taj don't want to sing. Why he don't want to sing, I don't know. I think it just makes him nervous, maybe stage fright, I don't know. But he don't want to sing, but he can sing, you know what I'm saying? So, who am I at? Where am I at? Rebel has a meeting with the detective. The detective can't do nothing with the audio that Rebel has been providing to them. Now, there's a lot of things that they've done wrong that they spoke of on this audio about tax evasion, about bribes, all kind of shifty stuff. But what nobody has mentioned is the death of Danny. Nobody has spoken up for that, taken accountability, or even pointed the finger at anybody else about that, which was the whole point of them starting this investigation, this secret investigation, with Rebel being, a player. You know what I'm saying? But she did, Rebel conned her into giving her mother's case file because she wanted to really look into it because it ain't making sense to her. So they sat down and they looked at the case file and they found that everything is leading to suicide like they originally reported in reports. The drugs in her system are consistent with suicide. What drugs are those, y'all? Is it a common drug that most people who take suicide take? It's like when they taking pills. Is it common? Sleeping pills? Is that what it is? They overdose on sleeping pills? Y'all let me know. But she said the drugs in her system were consistent with the suicide as well. However, there was no paraphernalia in the apartment. So without the paraphernalia, how she get all these drugs in her system and don't have any evidence of drugs? I mean, she could have took them and came home. She could have. However, Rebel still insists her mama didn't do drugs, right? And then they looked further into the report and they found out that the chief's name is the officer who showed up, who closed out the case. The chief's name is the one who handled that case. I'm surprised that Bishop didn't know that the chief handled it. They've been friends for years, right? He was Raven's lover at some point. How he didn't know that the chief handled the case? Well, she was able to bring back Raven's special effects, or not special effects, personal belongings, and give to Rebel. At the time of her death, Rebel had got put in the foster care. There was no other family there. So her stuff ended up going to storage. So Detective Parker went ahead and gave Rebel all those things, all those belongings. So Rebel, Taj, boom, 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 boom. We done with that. Back at First Kingdom. Oh no, back at First Kingdom, we learned that Shay Johnson has got exclusive information that Danita been faking the funk child, and she is about to run it on her network about her lying about her amnesia. And Danita said, oh, I'm gonna handle this, even though Mama Darlene said she gonna handle it. They trying to figure out how Shay get this information and who told. I'm like, Darlene did it. You know Darlene did it. Darlene don't give a doggone about Danita. But the problem is with that is that Darlene will affect the business as well. The business she claims she's so trying hard to bring up out the dust. So I was like, does she hate her daughter that much that she would hurt First Kingdom? I'm not sure. So maybe it's not Darlene. So I'm racking my brain like, who the heck could have told? Could it have been Caesar? Because Caesar was kind of like, I ain't too sure about her being having amnesia. I'm still not too sure. Could it have been Caesar? So, we soon learned that it was Malcolm. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? It was Malcolm. Malcolm is the one that told. Now, Malcolm just got a doggone record deal with First Kingdom. CJ surprised him with it and said, hey, child, we going to sign you as artist. You are so deserving of it. He all happy, skippity-doo-dah-dah-day and everything like that. And he the one that spilled the beans. He tried to kill the story, but it was too late. Of course it was too late. Shay Johnson is all on TV talking about it. Not only was she on TV talking about it, Caesar heard it. So when Caesar heard it, he said, oh, she done played me again. She done played me again. He finna push forward with that lawsuit. He finna go on, push it on through. In the meantime, Danita is still in argument with her mama about the business itself and things that she want to do. She want to get onto different platforms and, and Darlene is like, no, you need to get your ass in the studio. That's what you need to do. They got to arguing back and forth to the point where she said, you know what, Danita? You fired, honey. It had security there waiting for her to escort her ass out the building. Well, the next thing we saw was Danita sitting there on her laptop. She still ain't out the building. I don't know how she got back in. She still ain't out the building. And CJ come in like, Mama, what you doing? She say, look, I want to release something on Selectify. I want to release something on them and drop a single to make sure, let everybody know that I'm still the shit, that I'm still the HBIC up in here, right? And CJ like, oh, I feel you on that. And she said, you know what, everything's finna be good. It's finna be the turn up, especially when we get the special going on. And then he had to let her know, nah, baby, everything ain't gonna be good. I can't sing, child. I don't have a voice. The doctor say it's not physical. We ain't sure what it is. And so CJ is really accepting of this information. And it's probably due to the fact that she just had this whole battle with Malcolm about him spilling the beans on the family and destroying them. She kicked his ass out, okay? So she said she finally understand her mama, but she ain't gonna never understand him doing what he did, because he not only hurt her mama, he hurt her too. He hurt the business as well, the label he just signed to, right? So she said, you know what, I'm gonna help my mama do this. We finna put on top. She picked a song that resonated really well about how she been living a lie. Now the truth gonna come out and the truth gonna shine. Let me go back for a second, right? The song I told you about Rebel that was singing was Booty, the one she was doing with James and Xavier. Booty is hell. Malcolm, when CJ said that she wanted to put him out and she picked a single for him, it was a duet. He said he could only sing with her. I did not like that duet. Not at all. CJ has a flowy, natural sounding tone. Malcolm, although he can sing, he sings very technical. And those two voices did not marry together to make a good duet. It didn't even make the song pleasing to thine ear. It didn't make the song seem relatable. It was almost like they were just doing something to be doing it. That's what that sounded like to me. Israel, what is Israel's name? Oh my God. I don't want to say Israel's last name because I'm thinking of the girl, the cheetah girl's husband, and it's not the same person. So Israel, he's a singer, gospel singer. The boy can blow. The boy can blow. The song that he sang, Honey Baby Child. When I tell you that man moved me, he moved me. I don't even know what the words of the song was saying. Something about the fact that you love a broken person like me. Something like that. Just the way his delivery, his tone, his everything, his emotion. I love that song. I gotta go find it. I love it. And he didn't make the song sound as if he was singing to God, as if they were in a romantic relationship, which is how some of the songs that Rebel been sounding. This sounds like I'm having a relationship with God, but I'm having a relationship with God as if you are my caretaker. You are my supporter. You are the person who believes in me, who wants the best for me, the better for me. I'm saying like that. Not want to sex me down. That's what the other gospel song last episode sounded like that. Like, I want to sex you up. That's what that sounded like. And I was like, who's she singing to calling him baby? Why was she calling God baby? I didn't get it. Anywho, he sang that song down. Is that the phrase that the gays be saying? He sang down. He sang that song down. He ate and left no crumbs. That's what he did. Okay. So the song blowing up. They need to call a board meeting. Darlene is like, how you gonna call a board meeting? You ain't got the right to be up in here. Just because you fired me from my position does not remove me from the board. So based off of the bylaws in the corporation, I still have a voice here on this board. So therefore, I can call a meeting. And basically, the meeting was her and Darlene going back and forth about who draws bigger. Who did the most for the kingdom? Okay, who looks the best for the kingdom? Okay, that's basically what the whole argument was about. But when it came down to the board members, what it all really boiled down to was money. Who bringing in the dinero? Okay, and apparently that's been Danita. Darlene ain't never brought them nothing but invoices, is what Danita said. So she threw out the little pitch. Can we remove my mama from the board? And once we remove her from the board, security, remove her from the premises as well. So everybody on the board voted, boop, yeah, get her out of here. Boop, get her out of here. You see the white dude took the longest to vote. They passed the camera on him. He was the third person. He looked like, well, by the time they got to the fifth board member, and the fifth board member said, boop, he said, well, fuck it, I'm gonna vote yes to it. I ain't finna be the minority in this room. You know what? He didn't want to be the minority. He didn't know what the heck that felt like. So they voted Darlene out. By Darlene West gotta go. She said, I ain't moving nowhere. Security said, ma'am, this way. Took Darlene on up off of there with her gold record and scat. You know what I'm saying? Woo, child. So Darlene is gone. They never did address with Danita that Malcolm is the one who spilled the beans to Shay. But, it ain't gonna even matter because she got accepted by Paramount Plus. I'm surprised they didn't say BET. Is BET and Paramount Plus the same people? Are they owned by the same? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all know. This Paramount Plus is gonna take on the special. And she already got the #1 spot on Selectify. One of her fans works with Paramount. The deal is done. It's engraved. It's sealed in there. You know what I'm saying? She the one about to make money, make dinero for this company. But Caesar's lawsuit is coming, baby. And it's coming full force. She tossed it to the wayside when he came up there to the office to confront her. They like to come confront each other. I just want you to see my face. She said, boy, bye. Frivolous ass lawsuit. He said, all right. He playing with me. I can show you, but I can tell you. And his lawyer don't seem like she care about Danita, not one iota. So she gonna try to go for the jugular, honey. But Danita Jordan is back. The vicious, ruthless, I don't give a fuck. Danita Jordan is back, child. Well, speaking of back, Rebel showed up to the bishop, and she let him know what's all going down with her and the detective. She didn't mention the detective's name though. She said, I just want you to look at the report though to see whose name was on her. And he said, the chief? She said, yeah, I think the chief had something to do with my mama's death and covering up her murder. Like, I also think he had something to do with Danny. Okay. And in the midst of the conversation, the bishop noticed this necklace that she had hanging on her neck. He said, where the hell you get that from? You know, remember the detective gave her mama's belongings from at the time that she died. These are things that were collected in the apartment. And she said, you know, this is from my mama things when she died. You recognize it? He said, hell yeah, I recognize it. I'm thinking it's going to be something he said that he gave to Raven. Because remember, he was in love with her, right? He said, and I know that's not your mama's. Well, whose is this? Is it Danita's? Is it Danita's? Or is it Sasha's? Because Sasha always try to find a way. I don't know how long Sasha been loving on the bishop. I can't remember. They said it in the first season. It couldn't have been back that far ago, though, that, you know, the Raven was involved. Was it? Yes, you know, Sasha do some crazy things with some change, too. Well, child, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know down in the comment section how y'all felt about this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned this week. Raising Kanan is coming back. Power, Book 3. Y'all know my favorite franchise of the whole Power universe. Airs on December 1st. I'm going to be dropping more of Bass Reeves this week. It's moved kind of slow for me, so I kind of move kind of slow right along with it, y'all, and getting those videos to y'all. I got very low viewership on that anyway, so the people that's watching it, y'all get it. All right? Peace.